Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Dave. We are on the road again, heading to Idaho. So I'm hoping my signal's good here this morning and everybody can hear me loud and clear. I am sitting, obviously, as you can see, out in the wide open. I'm going to check on my end as well. So I'm seeing a signal thing. Oh, there it's gone. Perfect. So with that said, everybody, what a week we had, huh? I hope everybody tuned in. We had a great show this week with NAHB Student Chapter, the house that she built. We are live here in Utah. Right now, we are in Utah, right outside. We're in right outside of Salt Lake City. We were in Saratoga Springs for the house that she built, and that was a lot of fun. So enjoying it. I hope everybody out there has their coffee with Dave. I don't know if you can see that or not. It won't focus, huh? Come on, focus. It's Saturday. It's early. For those of you on the East Coast, it's 9:15 where we're at. It's 7:15. There it is. I got it coming up on my phone. 7:15 where we are at. And we are on our way today to Idaho because we have a big week coming up. So I hope everybody has a wonderful cup of coffee this morning and you're enjoying life. Can you hear the birds? Can you hear the birds? That's kind of the fun of it, being out here and, being on the road and doing what we do. So getting to see the country. What's brewing this morning, latte or espresso? Well, Mr. Molinar, I did my French press this morning with a medium blend and a medium grind coffee. So I did the French press and it actually was worked out really nice and it tastes really good. You should try some. I think you would enjoy it very, very much. If you're a coffee person, I'm a coffee person. What's happening, Mr. George Ryman? Hope you're doing well this morning. Doing well? You're up, right? It's what? Where you're at is 8:16, I think. You're an early bird. Saturday, man. Why is everybody up? I shouldn't even be up. Everybody's sleeping back at the ranch here. Speaking of ranch, we're going to have fun. Anybody ever been to Craters of the Moon National Park? Craters of the Moon National Park. That's where we're going to go this afternoon and check it out. I don't know if you guys have ever been there or not. Damian Stapleton, greetings from Ireland. What's happening, Damian? I got mosquitoes going after me this morning already. All right, let's get into it, man. What a week we had. I have so much fun with this stuff anymore, and we're meeting so many great people and doing so many great things. So tell us where you're joining from if you are joining in this morning. So what is the learnings from last week? What are the learnings from last week? Well, we started off our show with the Honorable Richard Evans, CEO of Octavius GBLTD, and Andrew Wilkinson, Operations and MMC Executive, Modern Methods of Construction Executive Director at Ace Modular. And the big takeaway here was collaboration. We need to start collaborating. We need to start working together. We need industry to start working with the government agencies, local authorities, but we also need to be collaborating within our own industry, within our own supply chains to bring more MMC to the market. Collaboration. I mean, it's not hard. We do it all the time, but we got to be a little bit less fragmented and a little bit more on par. Does that make sense? A little less fragmented, more on par. So, but we did. We had the Honorable Richard Evans on and Andrew Wilkinson, and it was a great show. Honestly, two super nice people. And Richard Evans, man, he has like 28,000 followers. So I guess people are liking what he has to say, and he's putting it out there. He's not afraid to put it out there. And I think that, if we can all work together, and we're going to start looking at having meetings with some local authorities and local government, we can build this groundswell of opportunity for modern methods of construction. It only makes sense, right? I mean, think about it. And I've been saying this a lot, and I know everybody gets tired of hearing it, but Tesla should charge our house. We shouldn't be charging Teslas, right? Windmills make power. Why can't cars make power while they drive? Or maybe they do, and I'm just a fool, and Elon Musk's going to come and hunt me down. But we should be the Tesla. Modern methods of construction. We should be the Tesla. All right, let's keep this rocking and rolling. So that's what we did on Monday. So I want to thank Richard Evans from Octavius and Andrew Wilkinson. It was awesome. Wednesday, we're changing the way that we power our homes. Why not use DC power? Why not? It only makes sense. It only makes sense. We had Jim Baldwin on, CEO Domatic, low voltage for high impact. Low voltage for high impact. There's a shirt, huh, George? You know, I saw somebody, they put the logo on the bottom so when they drink, everybody can see the logo. Kind of a good idea. Low voltage for high impact. Think about houses today. We have so much power coming into them, power that we do not need to run our houses these days with LEDs and everything else going. These mosquitoes are beating me up. You know, this was a show I think everybody needs to watch and everybody needs to learn from, because there are people out there doing it differently, where they're taking the high power that's coming in to the house and they're converting it to lower voltage, which is energy savings, which is less risk of fire and all the other things. You can take this wiring and spackle it right into the spackle seams of your sheetrock with the low voltage, and you can run it everywhere. And you don't need to home run everything. It's a plug and play. It's smart. It knows how to do its own three-way switching, all of these things. And there are some modular manufacturers and others out there that are learning how to install this in their manufacturing facilities, which I think is amazing. So if you didn't check it out, you need to check it out. Low voltage solutions for health and wellness, flicker free, circadian lighting, balanced air. It does it all. Jim Baldwin's actually a really cool dude too. I was really, I had a great conversation with him offline. He knows his stuff. You know, this is a guy that goes back to Microsoft and Apple. He has been creating cool things for a long time. So thumbs up to Mr. Baldwin, Jim Baldwin. I look forward to having him back on the show again. Look at me, I'm dropping my mics, fighting mosquitoes, dropping mics. Okay, and then special show. I'm gonna have sound effects coming up too, by the way, everybody. I got some new stuff getting ready to happen to take our show to a whole nother level. Who out there is watching this maybe tuned in a little bit for Thursday's show? This was an amazing show. The views that we got on this show was through the roof. The comments just on the show alone were 80 to 100 comments during the time of the show. Couldn't even get to all of them. And our social media, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, was lit up. It was so amazing to support what they're doing at the house that she built. That's right. All women contractors came together and built this house. Now you say, oh, well, you know, okay. No, it's big. It's the first time it's ever happened that anybody knows about. And you think it's easy to find, lady female plumbers? They're not everywhere. They found a plumber. She has her own YouTube. I think it's called The Tiny Plumber, or Little Plumber, out of Pennsylvania, and has her own YouTube channel. Flew in, all of these women flew in from around the country to be part of this project. Everybody, to include architects, engineers, civil engineers, you name it, were all women that built this house. And when we were there, the painters, they were still working on it. It was an amazing show. You should take a look at it. It's getting a ton of press, and it should. And I think it's going to inspire, and that's what I said, inspire young people, young women to join our industry. It just goes to show that, you know, there is a place in this industry for women, the youth, to do amazing things. We talk to everybody from painting, spackling, electrical, engineering, the designers, the architects. We just talked to everybody, and they were amazing. They were, as they say in Boston, wicked smart when it came to their jobs and what they do. And quite honestly, while we were there, it was just a normal job site. You know, outside of it was all women building. It was flowing like a normal job site, and I had so much fun with it. And I'm so proud of being a part of that. NAHB student chapter, you guys rock for having us go and do that. That was an awesome, awesome show. And I mean, it is just getting legs and arms and growing so fast. So let's give a big shout out to those who were on the show. We had Stephanie Sharp, president of the Professional Women in Building. Yes, well, Stephanie is an amazing person, and she really worked hard to pull all of this stuff together. She is a builder, yes, and they're building, I think she said it was like 10 homes, 12 homes, something like that. They're, you know, all custom, big stuff too, small stuff as well. We also had Stephanie Thatcher on, Kimberly Parker, and Allison Campbell. If you don't know them, let's go back and watch the show. Go to our YouTube channel. You can watch all the replays there and enjoy every bit of it. All right, let's go to a couple comments before we go to what's happening next week. Love it, love it, love it. Well, good morning, Greg Ugaldi. All set for Monday, looking good. Listen, man, you're a rock star. You are a rock star. I mean, all the things that you're doing, Greg, meeting with people from Congress, recently. We're looking forward to this show coming up. I'm not going to say who's coming on with us, but he is the CEO and president that will be joining Greg Ugaldi and I on Monday. Oh, Jen cheated on me. Ed Brady. Ed Brady. Come on, we're not to what's next yet, Jen. What are you doing to me? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Ed Brady is coming on the show with Greg Ugaldi Monday, 1 p.m. You want to tune in for this. Home Building Institute, most people know it as HBI. This is a big deal, having Ed on the show with Greg. This is a big deal. You want to check it out. You want to know what's happening in the world. This is the place to do it. Love it. All right, Greg. We have George Ryman. We're an hour behind. 6:16 a.m. Yes. Oh, you are 6. Maybe I'm off. I'm in General Mountain Time. Where are you at? Are you Pacific? You must be on Pacific time then. Okay. Or maybe I'm just not as smart as the rest. French press is an excellent choice. Yes, that's what we've all. I got it, Peter. I got the French press for Christmas this year, and I can't go back to regular coffee. Hey, John, what's happening? See you soon in Boise. Yes, sir. I saw. I was catching up on some stuff, and I saw your message, John. I got to give you a different text message so I get to you quicker. But absolutely, man. We go to Boise, and then we fly from Boise to Austin, Texas. Thursday, I'll be in Austin, Texas. Then we fly back to Boise to get the RV. A funny story, if you guys want to hear it. My son, because we're taking the kids with us, so we're traveling the country. He wakes up the other day and he goes, "Dad." I said, "Yeah." "How are we going to get the motorhome on the airplane?" Oh, it was the greatest thing ever. He's so excited to go on a plane. He's 4, so it's a big deal. It's a big deal for me. I'm happy to get out and go. So, all right, John, we will definitely see you on our return trip from Austin. We'll coordinate that. I'm super. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be super. Yes, Damien, of course I did. I know my place in life, and that is one place I am not going to mess up. And that is making sure that Jen has her coffee. Greetings from Chicago. What is happening, Ashley? I hope you were well this morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Greg has fantasies this morning. Fantasy baseball partner is in Park City, Utah. They built the St. Regis Hotel. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I got to get into some of these fantasy league sports. I've not ever done them. And you would think I would, being a hockey coach and other things that we've been up to. I've just never done that. Love it. I love it. Good morning, Mr. Tom Reddy. Great week on Dave Cooper Live. Looking forward to next week. Yeah, next week's going to be good. Oh, my goodness. Look who is in the house this morning. Tiffany McCall, where have you been? Where? I've been looking for you. Man, it's good to hear from you, Tiffany. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. Past chair of the Building Systems Council, rock star, modular home builder in Pennsylvania, RWC warranty, volunteers a ton of her time for this industry. Tiffany, I know I say it often, but you are one of my favorite people out there. All of you guys are, but Tiffany, you want to talk about somebody who puts in the time, puts in the effort to better our industry and to protect us as builders, working with RWC warranty and all the other things that Tiffany does. Get to know Tiffany if you don't know Tiffany. Good to see you, Tiffany. Love it. Okay, let's get back to this here, because I got to get on the road. All right. Bam. What's next? What is next? As I scratch my head. Welcome back, Greg Ugaldi, Monday, May 17th, 1 p.m. with Ed Brady, CEO, Home Building Institute. I love it. I love it. We are bringing the industry and education together on Dave Cooper Live. We are. And by the way, hit that like and share button right now, please. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. why we live on Twitch. I guess I got to answer my own question. Because all the cool kids hang out on Twitch, to include Greg Ugaldi. He's hanging with the cool kids because Twitch is where their young folks are at. And by golly, we're going to go to them because they're not coming to us. And that's all there is to it. So love it, love it, love it. Hey, and let us know where you are joining us from this morning, please. We always want to hear where you are joining us from. Always. It's amazing how many people from around the world have tuned in to the Dave Cooper Live Show, and we are so grateful for it. All right, so on Monday, Greg Ugaldi and Ed Brady are coming on the show from the Home Building Institute. I love it. Greg's going to give us some updates on the industry, what's happening in Washington, D.C., what's happening with our economy, what are the forecasts and everything else looking like. And Ed Brady's going to bring a whole nother realm to what we were talking about. So look forward to that 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific Monday. You ready for this? Tuesday, it's happening. We are live at AutoVol, a fully automated volumetric modular manufacturing facility in Nampa, Idaho, right outside of Boise. We are looking forward to being there with Rick Murdoch and Merrick and all the others. We are going to live stream from the manufacturing floor, and hopefully other parts. We're going to show as much as we can show, depending on what their IPs are and what they can and cannot do. But we are going to get out there and we are going to show the world the inside of AutoVol. We're going to have a great time doing it. And guess what? It is another NAHB Building Systems Council. Listen to me, another NAHB student chapter event. So we'll be live streaming into the universities across this great country. University of Denver, Purdue, Tuskegee. The list goes on. How cool is that? So join us this Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. We will be live on location at AutoVol. We're setting up for it. This is 400,000 square feet. We are sitting here saying, if anybody has any ideas on this, how do you showcase 400,000 square feet of manufacturing facility? Somebody was telling me to get one of those one wheels, you know, with the camera and like an electric skateboard and just zip through the whole factory. Wouldn't that be cool? 400,000 square feet. Maybe they have a golf cart in there or something. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see inside AutoVol, if we're allowed to show it, let us know. But I think we're going to find a unique way to show it. I just don't know how we do 400,000 square feet. I'm only one person, well, two people, Jen and I, but somebody has to be paying attention to everything going on, and that's either myself or Jen. Drones, Damien says drones, right. Damien, I got a lot to learn. A lot to learn. Love it, love it. Peter's in Toronto. Great, great. Love it, love it, love it. Drones, drones, drones. So that's what we're doing on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're going to be making a shift. I got to look at here because we have to catch a flight. And unfortunately, these flights from Boise to Austin are not direct. They're not simple. They're not quick. And they're only at a certain time. And guess what happens? It messes with my Dave Cooper Live Show. Well, it is what it is. We're going to figure it out and see what we can do Wednesday. So stay tuned. We were having Boxable on, but we may have to change that because we're having a hard time with the flights. But stay tuned for that. We will let you know what's going to happen there for sure, for sure. And then, of course, we have BS Friday coming back up. Now, if you tuned in this week for BS Friday, this week on BS Friday, we were talking about water damage is bad for buildings. Sick buildings are scary, right? Look at that. This is amazing. The pictures you'll see will scare you. They will. So here's the deal with this. This is Bob Kelly from Wickwright General Contracting. And he's really does most of his work on homes built in the last 20 years. So we all see the houses and the water stains on the brick and mortar, but new buildings, most of his time is spent on new buildings, and he is drilling holes into the block where it looks like the block's a little bit wet. And guess what? It pours out water. That's how much water cinder block and these block buildings and concrete buildings are absorbing. And who would have thought water wicks up, not just in wood, but in masonry. Did you guys know that? I just learned that. So that's all right. That block may be sitting in water and you think it's keeping all your stuff dry. It is not. It's wicking the moisture up the walls. and it's making us sick. It's rotting the wood. It's rotting the trusses in these big commercial buildings. You need to tune in for this. Water in any form is bad for buildings, and that's absolutely right. Dangerous buildings need trained professionals. Bob Wickwright, General Contracting, is going to be on the show. So please tune in Friday for 2. This is round 2. We went through round 1 this Friday, showing the pictures, showing what's happening, showing all the bad things that are happening with water and these newer buildings that are having these issues. But guess what? This Friday, we're going to talk about how we're resolving the problems, how we are putting solutions in place. And you know what happens with all of this for you developers out there and big builders? Who's liable? Nobody. That's the thing. Nobody. So we need to educate ourselves. We need to know how to protect ourselves. And you're going to learn a little bit about this coming up this Friday. So definitely tune in for this Friday. Okay, let me get back here. It's kind of peaceful where I'm at. Can you guys actually hear the birds and all the stuff happening? We got some trailers over here. We're in a trailer. We're in a trailer park. Hey, we're in a trailer park. You know, actually, it's an RV park. And man, you know, it's amazing the people that are here. It's quite awesome. You know, we're meeting people from all over the world on this travels. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Great show Friday with Mel and Bob. Quite alarming. Yeah, it is. Mark and Bob. And Mark, not me. I love it. Mark and Bob. So yeah, it was a great show. Greg, you're right. I mean, it's an amazing show, and it's continuing this Friday. It's that important. There's that much information on this show. So if you haven't checked it out before you come to this show, why don't you just go, and even if you put it on double, triple play, listen to BS Friday with Bob Kelly this past Friday. You'll love it. It's all BS. Water can defy gravity. It's not BS. It's building science, Peter. He knows what I'm talking about. That's right. It is BS, building science with Mark Bare Naked Willie. So, all right, everybody, listen, that is the wrap for this week. We are heading to Idaho. So we're going to have a journey today. We are going to go Craters of the Moon. National State Park is where we're staying, somewhere in that area. And then Monday, you'll see us on with our expert interview with Greg Ugaldi, which is going to be, as always, awesome. So, Greg, we really appreciate you setting everything up and obviously having everybody back on the show and you bringing, what did I do here? I'm in the wrong, I'm talking to myself. Get my banners back. Greg Ugaldi, that's right. All right, and Ed Brady, CEO of Home Builders Institute, Tuesday, 1 p.m. We are going to be in Idaho at AutoVol, so make sure you tune in for that. This is Coffee with Dave, Saturday morning. Listen, I love it. We got people on all the other channels, and we got people on LinkedIn. You guys all rock. Thank you for all the support that you give us. I'm going to see if I can adjust my color a little bit. It's getting brighter. And just flat out thank you for the opportunities. NAHB student chapter. We're going to bring you another great show on Tuesday at AutoVol. So with that said, everybody have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy your coffee with Dave. Peter, enjoy your coffee as well. French press is the way to go. We'll talk to you next time. Bye now.